Hi everyone, Nick Hewitt here with a quick video tutorial on how to set up Apache, MySQL, and PHP on your Windows machine. This is very good for developers who do not want to um, set up a Linux machine or don't want to install or run a live disk. This can be very helpful. That and then if you have other software that you use at the same time, it will eliminate the need to have to set up a second machine. So we'll go ahead and get started. Go to apachefriends.org and go under the Xampp tab. Here you'll see a list of Xampp installations, so you can download one for Linux, Mac OS, and Solaris, but you also have the option for Windows. Go ahead and click on Windows. Before I get into this, we will discuss what this is really used for. It's not used for production web server. There are some security issues as far as passwords and usernames. There are a couple of tutorials out there on how to set this up correctly so you can use it as a production server. But as far as the basics, that'll be covered in this video. One thing that won't be covered is setting up the mail server. That is included. I have tried this before and it is rather difficult, or at least I found it to be difficult, so that will not be covered. So go down here under the jump off points and go under Xampp and you'll see a list. You have your executables, which will install Xampp as a service on your computer, and you can start and stop that with a user console, or you can also download the self-contained zip, which is the option that I choose to go with. When you download this, you get it in a zip file, and there are batch files that you run to start and stop your services. I prefer this method because you can grab the entire folder and move it to another partition or another folder. One thing to make note of, you do have to have it on the root of that drive. So if you have it in the C drive, make sure it's your C drive / or / whatever operating system, and then it has to be Xampp. That's where the directory has to be. So go ahead and get started. Download that. Once you get that downloaded, we'll get caught up. Extract that and then move that into the C directory. And then here you'll see I have that moved over. Before I do that, I'll actually make sure that my Apache service isn't running. It does not appear to be. Okay. Quick shortcut, Control-Shift-Escape brings up your task manager really quickly. I learned that the other day. I thought it was pretty cool. Okay, back to Apache. And so go ahead and start your service. Once you go into the Xampp folder, you'll see this Apache start batch directory or batch file. Double click on that and that'll start your Apache service. Wait for that to go ahead and get started. It may take a second. Let me double check. I might have, okay, I do have TeamViewer. Those of you who have TeamViewer running, you will run into that problem. So we'll try that again. There we go. So that is started, and we will also start MySQL. Okay, both of those have started. Now go back into our web browser and type in localhost. We will see, this is just a script that I put in, but normally you would go to your Xampp directory, and this is your console. Before this, when you first install it, it'll ask you what language you want it to be displayed in. You can see all the options up here, but that'll just choose your default language. And then here you have a bunch of different options like FileZilla, for your FTP, Mercury Mail, which is the mail server. I'm not going to get into that. Webalizer for web statistics, the visits, and all that stuff. And then you have PHPMyAdmin. These are good tools to use. The other things I've not really gotten into, but play with it, have fun with it, and that's really all that you need to get a local host up and running on your computer. This does come with PHP, as you can see. This is running a connection to MySQL, but aside from that, you're free to use it for whatever you want to. Any questions or concerns or anything like that, please send me an email, nicholas@hewittmediadesigns.net. And I hope to hear from you guys, and be sure to stay tuned for some more videos. Thanks.